Now anything you can do in Notion, Notion can do with their latest update, which includes their new AI agent.
Are you a relatively new Notion user?
No, I was a very early adopter of Notion, but I've never paid for it, and
Okay.
I've tried to use it more since we got the subscription. It hasn't found its place in my day-to-day. I try to even set it as my default calendar. I try to even set it as something that opens whenever I turn on my computer, so it automatically just opens up, but it's just not really found its way. Anyway, that's not the news. This is not exciting. We can get into that in a bit. I knew they had the AI, which can answer questions and whatever, but an agent, as you've rightly described in the past, is an agent will let you do things. And I don't know, there's just something in me that says this is game changing, just because Notion is so powerful. I know it's powerful. It hasn't found its way in my workflow, but it's so flexible and it's got so many integrations. And I have a question about integrations, whether this will work with integrations. And this will be a multi-step, this can execute multi-step workflows. So you can do this and then that, and input data and pull data and transfer data and things like this. I think this could be a productivity machine. And this is why I wanted to bring it to you, because you use Notion quite heavily. And I think, I don't know, what's your kind of instant response to this? Is this something you see yourself using?
I'm trying to see if I can actually access it, because I see the AI.
Yeah, so it's just in the normal AI. It's just built into the normal AI. So what I did is I was in a Notion database, and I said, get all of the meetings that were titled this, because I have a weekly meeting with someone, and then build a tag cloud full of all the things we've discussed. And it just went ahead and did that for all the meetings that I had, all the database entries. So you should just be able to say it in the AI panel. It can do 20 minutes of autonomous work across hundreds of pages all at once, which is crazy. I think they even say that somewhere in this article. Custom agents are coming soon, which is really cool. So you can have, I think they've got a little graphic down here, that can you just fire off autonomously. So every time you input a specific, maybe it's a meeting.
It did it.
Yeah. What did it do for you?
So I asked it to, so we have a list of we had a list of things to talk about, and I said, put them in the database, and it just did. So yeah, this is awesome. I can talk to databases. This is what I want. The part of Notion and in general, tools similar to Notion that I always hated, I mean, Jira, you have to work with ugly and slow databases. In Notion, it's not ugly, but it's you go through so many hoops to do something. What if I tell it, create these tasks based on this meeting? So we have a meeting. Notion already has a meeting note taker. It takes the notes and it creates the list of the tasks. And then just with natural language, I can manage those. So this is actually amazing. If this is paid on top of what I'm paying, I probably will have to pay because
I think it's included in the AI. I mean, you just did it. So why would you need to pay?
Maybe it costs extra to
per call.
I don't know.
Something. Another one which I thought would be quite cool is they got an MCP. So I don't know whether that's it says MCP integrations are here, so you might want to have a little look. Actually, I do think the Notion MCP is already there, because I remember it coming up with the Cursor App Store library thing that they released. So yeah, I mean, it kind of was already there, but maybe you can just get yourself scrubbed up on MCPs a little bit more. But I sort of feel like, again, as an infrequent user, I sort of need to relearn how to use it every time I open it up. How do I create two calls, and how do I add this and embed this and do this and do that? Now with natural language, with an agent or the MCP server, I can just tell it what I want, So yeah, I thought this was a really cool update. And again, with this powerful integrations that it has, I feel like there's something here. There's something really powerful here if you can unlock it. You know what I mean? If you can unlock that aspect in your brain.
Yeah. Well, the bad news is I run out of free AI tokens. So if I upgrade, it costs $270.
Mate, but you've got Lemmies, so I wonder why I've got it free. Maybe
Well,
I did it
try
before.
use it because I used it, but I run out of it. So just
But
use it more.
I wondered about this at some point. I wondered what the AI is going on with my thing. And I think I got an email saying like, we've extended your AI usage until 2026 or something like this. So actually it's, yeah, I think I had previously done research and I've got I mean, again, I'm not using it that much, so I haven't pushed my limits, but yeah, $200, that's a lot.
Yeah, $270 for the AI. That's a lot.
Well, you got the MCP server, so give the MCP server a go and then see if you can do it from here, because you know how to set up an MCP. Try and do the same thing. Try and say do this and then move it here and do this and whatever. But yeah, pretty cool.
But it's quite sad that it's run out of the AI tokens so fast, like like in the setting right now. But yeah, I'm not gonna pay for another AI on top of like the 50 AI that I'm
unless
already
it's really it's got to earn you money. As much as these tools are fun to play with, you've got to see a return on investment. So this is part of a larger conversation on my show, Cmd+AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.